The problem with the Chinese community hate against Wanderer is still here, and now we got another perspective about this drama. Reddit user Ryan Shield posted a post on Reddit called Chinese Wanderer Drama, the whole story. And in this post, they are discussing from another perspective about why the Chinese community hates the Wanderer. They also put a disclaimer in the early post. Before proceeding to the post, I'd like to let everyone know that not all Chinese players are toxic. Many of them were chill and peaceful, minding their own business. Please do not take all Chinese players as toxic players, because that is not true. Before explaining further, he encouraged people to read the first post that started this conversation while also linking it to the Reddit post. He also wanted to correct the viral Wanderer Reddit post that I made into a video. Kindly check it out, thanks. He also confirms that the story about someone who ended the life of a cat because they look like cat Wanderer is correct, and they also feel really disgusted by that. Now let's talk about another perspective about why Wanderer is hated by the Chinese community. The sort of main focus in the story is about Xiao Stand and Wanderer Stand. Most of the player base contains an insane amount of unreasonable and malicious players. Since we already know the main focus, let's start about the timeline of the story. Number 1. The Doban 12K threat incident. For the release of Wanderer, there's been a series of leaks about Wanderer voice line about other characters such as Yai Miko and Child that Mike seems to be mocking them. People are discussing about this while also hoping that Hoyoverse will change voice line because they don't like their character being insulted. This is the first time the toxic Wanderer stand comes into play. They use statements like, "That's how Wanderer is. Well done, Wanderer. You should add in more. And if you don't like it, then shut up," to insult the other character's main and passers. They then used Wanderer image to make memes on the other character's main and insulted them personally. There's also some fight going on between our main focus from earlier, Xiao Stands and Wanderer Stand. They're fighting about a topic that said which character should use Faruzan, and they start talking about their kid, lore, and personality, but escalated into an insult, doxing, and straight up bullying. Eventually, the Doban thread contains about 12,000 messages, which leads the admin of the thread to close up the discussion and open a new one for new discussion. This will become the pattern of the toxic environment about Wanderer Stand with other characters because Wanderer Stand like to harass other characters for different reasons. Ryan once again clarified that this does not represent all the Chinese community of Genshin Impact and is probably caused by the toxic stand. Numero 2. The Weibo 22,000. Xiao Stand and Wanderer Stand has a kind of bad blood and they each other. 13th of January, Hoyoverse released a lantern ride focus of Xiao Stands that proceeded to mock Wanderer Stands with Stand. The Wanderer Stand clapped back with more insulting content, which make Weibo a bit more toxic. 14th of January, the admin opened a thread, hoping to let the stand discuss the controversial topic just in the thread in hopes to not spread the hate on another thread. But during this time, a Xiao Stand created a Xiao Hater sub and a Scar Hater sub on Tiepa, fanning the flame once more. 31st of January, the Xiao Stand who created 2 subs said they're gonna dox a member of Xiao Hater sub. Wanderer Stand criticized the Xiao Stand for doing this on Weibo, and the incident undoubtedly heated up the argument again. 1st of February, the Cafe Chinese voice actor controversy is happening, and we also make a video about it if you want to check it out. Anyway, the focus of admin in this is to discuss the Cafe Chinese VA, but instead it becomes a place to spread hate. So Wanderer Stand asked why the admin did intervene when there are other drama, to which the admin replied that the decision was made with heavy consideration and discussion among the admin and Hoyoverse. His response from the admin became the straw that broke camel's back, like Ryan just said, garnering over 22,000 comments on the thread, which is the biggest cyberbullying incident that's ever happened in Genshin Chinese community to date. Wow. The incident escalated from battle between Wanderer Stand and Xiao Stand to Wanderer Stand attacking the admins and other players who defended the admin. The whole situation is just chaotic and leads up to the admin who was bullied in the thread left in the middle of the incident. Number 3. The aftermath. There was also a post made by a player who got bullied by the Wanderer Stands with more than 4,000 comments, while also threatening them to not post the incident to the public. Thankfully, the player posted all of this to NGA and also reporting it to the Beijing Internet Discussion and Report Center. With the help of the police, the toxic thread on Weibo are now being removed and cleared. But what's done is done, and the innocent Wanderer main will also become a target of this. Toxic player will suggest to kick any player with Wanderer profile picture out of co-op, and people will swarm and hate on your Bilibili video just because it was about Wanderer. You can see that while only a handful of toxic Wanderers are spreading negative content, the whole Wanderer main all takes the blame. and there was a full timeline about all the controversies surrounding Wanderer from yet another perspective. I must say that while making this video, I cannot comprehend how big of an issue this is. And that they're all resort to hate is honestly a bit sad to watch. Every fandom has its own toxic side, but please use your platform responsibly and try not to engage in negative content. And that's it for today's news. I really hope the information that I compiled will be a great info for you guys to learn about this Wanderer Chinese drama. Spreading happiness and bye!